What's up and welcome to The Cap, the place that always keeps you in the conversation. And by the way, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and follow along because we want to hear from you. Today we're going to whip in Nae Nae, who's coming to Las Vegas, and finding friends in lower places. All that and more, it's time to get capped. Let's go. Silento is the young rapper from Atlanta who had everyone whipping in Nae Nae last year, everywhere from nightclubs to their homes. And one 3-year-old from the Bay Area, well, she made his song even more famous. Riley Curry did the whip in Nae Nae at her birthday, and she stole the world's hearts. But if Riley's a hype girl, then her dad Steph, well, he's just a straight G. Because yesterday Steph accepted the MVP award from the NBA for the second year in a row, making him the first player ever unanimously selected. And Steph's well deserving because the Warriors are the best team in the NBA this year. Steph's the leader in three-pointers and steals, and the guy plays defense. But when he accepted his award yesterday, well, he wasn't alone. Who was there keeping a watchful eye? That's right, his hype girl. Let's keep in the NBA where denim is making a comeback. That's right, shirts, overalls, jackets, and if you don't believe me, just ask Russell Westbrook. The fashion aficionado showed up like this yesterday in San Antonio before the game. Well, it must have worked because the guy went off for 35 points, he put his team on his shoulders, they won 95-91 against the Spurs, and now the series heads back to Oklahoma with the Thunder leading 3-2. And let me say this, if the Spurs don't play David West for Tim Duncan tomorrow, this thing will be over. Over to the ice to talk about a popular Arctic animal. The emperor penguin is the tallest of any penguin in the species, and if the Pittsburgh Penguins are a bunch of emperors, then Nick Bonino must have felt like the tallest of them all last night in Pennsylvania, because he scored the winning goal in overtime to help lift them over the Capitals. Now Pittsburgh moves to play the Lightning in the Eastern Conference Final, and I'm really excited about this series. Let's head to Vegas and talk about football. Nick Cage is an actor known for Face Off and the upcoming USS Indianapolis Men of Courage with my buddy Matt Lanter, but he's probably best known for his Oscar-winning performance in Leaving Las Vegas. But what about coming to Las Vegas? Because that's exactly what the Oakland Raiders are thinking about doing, and if Mark Davis has his way, he's going to put them there. Carolyn Goodman, the mayor of Vegas, says, yeah, this could actually happen. No, the city's not getting played. If it does, I hope Sin City gets a lot rowdier. And let's keep it here in the city and talk about another event that goes down, and that's fighting UFC. UFC was purchased in 2001 for a simple $2 million. Now it's estimated to be worth $3.5 billion to $4 billion, and the richest man in China who runs the Wanda Group wants to purchase them. Well, Dana White doesn't really want to sell, but the owners that have the majority share, the Fertitta brothers, they seem to want to. If this all goes down, well, you talk about a lucky hand. On the diamond in the Bronx, Lorenzo Cain had himself a day yesterday. He hit 3 home runs, but unfortunately it wasn't enough to lift the Royals past the Yankees. The Yankees won the game 10-7 behind Aroldis Chapman. And here on the West Coast, the LA Dodgers were tied 2-2 in the bottom of the ninth when they sent pitch hitter Trace Thompson to the plate. He hit a walk-off home run. This kid is really starting to make a name for himself, and the Dodgers won 3-2. In entertainment capital, Garth Brooks is probably one of the best stage performers that I've ever seen. He did an admirable thing by stepping away from the spotlight to raise his kids for a few years, but now he's kind of making his way back into the public eye. Well, Garth's a country boy, grew up in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and he's a mega fan of Oklahoma State University, his alma mater. Yesterday he was on XM Sirius Radio and he was talking about the possible Big 12 expansion. That means adding teams to the conference. And teams that have been talked about would be Cincinnati, Memphis, or Central Florida. But Garth has his own ideas. He said, I've always dreamed of having maybe Arkansas or another Texas team in there with us. I guess it makes a lot of sense that Garth on the map, he's into friends in low places. That's it for us today. I'm Brook Lander and you've been capped.